Hello everybody, welcome back to the Norwegian 737 project. How you all doing? Well, this is the first video in 2014, and let's hope we can make a few more videos this year than compared to last year. I'm showing you guys a few videos while flying the simulator. I've had a lot of requests. I mean, kind of all the time since I made that video number 62, but I don't have time to do all these videos and all these requests. But there's one request I could do, and it was a simple request. Came from Greek Salad 84. He just kind of requested an approach video into St.Maarten, Tango November Charlie Mike, in bad weather. So I went ahead and bought FlyTampa's scenery for St.Maarten and installed it, and man, it's looking good. So we'll take off runway 9 and do a VOR DME approach on the runway 09. I'll have to welcome new subscribers, and thanks for following. So let's set up the cockpit for this departure. We will be taking off on runway 9. Just after departure, we'll fly with a heading of 160 and climb up to 4,500. Set. Our V1 speed 127, V rotate 128, V2 speed 138, and it's set. Out of the courses, I'll set the courses when we got up airborne and start our turning down. The cockpit is pretty much set up. I got the charts, but I don't know if they're the correct charts. These from 2007. Let's just probably going to be good enough anyway. So before takeoff, I'm just going to run through here really fast. Before start, flight deck start, oil transponder, taxi generators, anti-ice off, condition pressurization. Let's put this sucker down at 4,500 feet so we don't have to see that off-schedule descent warning all the time. Isolation valve is auto, start switches is continuous, the recall is checked, engine start levers, flight control there checked, ground equipment flaps is flat. Okay, so before takeoff, flaps, we got 5 planned and we got 5 green lights. Stabilizer trim is set, cabin call is given before takeoff checklist complete. Alright, so parking brake off, and start taxiing out. So FlyTampa, they make pretty good sceneries without a doubt, and this scenery is no exception at all. Just check it out. These buildings up there, all these cars running, and when we
approaching 09,
and now when we get out on the runway, you'll even see people jogging down on the beach, and people looking at your airplane while taking off. All right, so let's line this sucker up. looks good. Alright guys, let's take off. Parking brake released. Of course we forgot the auto brake. Setting 40% and 1. And we'll call that stable. Set and takeoff thrust. There it is. Takeoff thrust is set. Airspeed is alive. 80 knots. Cross check. V1. Rotate. That is a positive rate of climb. Gears coming up. And let's initiate the turn to a heading of 160. Bugger up to 210 initially, and we're entering some clouds. Flap 1, flaps up, plug up to 250. And autopilot on. We can go vertical speed for the last 1,000 feet. Alright, so there we are, we're flying. After takeoff checklist, engine bleeds, they're on, and we have packs to auto. We have landing gear up and off, flaps up, no lights, altimeter set and cross checked. There we are, guys. Let me check the camera angle again. Yeah, it's looking good. So, alright. So we're flying outbound of a heading of 160. We want to try to shoot this approach right here. And we're flying 160, and soon we're going to make a right turn and intercept the Papa Juliet Mike VOR. Once crossing over the Papa Juliet Mike VOR, we're going to track 318 radial to DME 7 and do the DME 9 arc to intercept the inbound course of 096. Once crossing over the VOR, we can send down to 2,500 feet. Right now we can maintain 4,500, or we can drop down to 3,500 feet after we start our inbound turn. So we're at DME 10. I will make a right turn right now. See if we can catch that VOR. So let's go on our VOR navigation. VOR 1. Look at the ocean. we're inbound on the VOR. I will start a descent now to 3,500 feet and a vertical speed minus 800. Slow us down to 210 knots. Okay, so our MDA today will be 600 feet. So we can tune that in right now. So radio 600 feet right there. Final approach course will be 096. I will tune that in on the first officer side. And I will also tune the VOR at 113.1. No, 0.0. Tune in and it is identified. We are going to cross, let's see, we have the VOR right there. After crossing the VOR, I will turn us down, slow us down even further. Speed 180, flaps 5. We are going to track the 318 radio. And we're at 1.9 DME, so we're close to point of confusion. That's 3,500 feet. And we are at point of confusion. I will turn to intercept 318 radio. Okay, so we're in the turn, we're also in the clouds. Dropping in and out. Alright, so we made the turn. I will slow us down to 170, flaps 10. And there we go, we're picking up on the 318 radio right now. Go ahead and activate VOR lock. There we are. Okay. So we're flying outbound. Let's do the approach checklist. It's just altimeters set and cross checked. 1019, 1019, set. 3,500, and now we need to drop down to 2,500 feet. Let's do that on vertical speed again. Okay, so we're at DME 3.5. When reaching DME 7 or 7.5, I'll make a left turn to a heading of 230. That'll give us a 90-degree offset from the VOR. And we'll keep flying that until we are within 10 degrees of runway heading. And see if we can do this EMER. Once established on the inbound course at DME 7, we can start our descent to 600 feet. And at a speed of 140, we can make a descent, vertical speed of minus 700 feet per minute. It's gonna be a plus minus. Alright, so we're at 7.1, 2, 3, 7.5. Okay, I'll wait a little bit longer. There we are, and I'll make the left turn. 230. We're at DME 8.4, 8.5, 7, 9 radial of 0.8 DME. So we're in the limits. Okay, so we're crossing inbound. I will set my inbound course 096 right there. And let's intercept the inbound course. There we are. That is actually a very good looking DME arc. So I will activate my VOR lock. It is active, so I can see my heading to my missed approach heading, which will be 160. Alright, we are established inbound. At DME 7, we will start our descent. I want to slow us down even further right now. So speed 140, flash 25. And we're at 7.5 DME right now.
25.
Let's put our altitude down to 600 feet. That's our 7 DME, and we'll start descending 700 feet per minute at 140 knots. That's a good number. It looks good. Okay, so we are on the descent. A little bit off on the localizer. I don't really know why the airplane don't want to fly it exactly as I want it, but we are within limits. Alright, so we're on our way down. Landing checklist, cabin call given, engine start switch is continuous. We have speed brake coming to armed. We have landing gear down 3 green and flaps. Right now it's 25. We will be going to flaps 40 right there. And our final approach speed will be 135 knots. Alright, so the calculated descent speed of 700 feet per minute has put us exactly on the glide slope, as I can see from right now. In case of a missed approach, right turn to heading of 160 and climb to 1,500 feet. Okay, yeah, we need to keep this. Okay, so 1,500 within DME 10, we can make a right turn direct to the VOR and do the same procedure again. We won't have to do that. Alright, so looks like we're stable. We have flaps 40 green light, and that's approach checklist complete. I will go to manual mode, and I will put my missed approach altitude in the box. And let's pick up this VOR radial again. And we're a little bit high. There we go, we're picking up on the...
Approaching 09.
Approaching minimums.
Okay, we're approaching minimums. We are stable. very interesting approach where you can do the VOR, full DME arc. It is it's really something else compared to the old LNAV and the new GPS system. So you can do some old-fashioned navigation. That's a lot of fun. Oh shoot. We're a little bit off the runway, but it doesn't matter.
Approaching 09. On runway 27.
Let's see if we can get off the runway right here. So I will start the APU just for the cooling of for the passengers. So I got the Aerosoft scenery installed for this airport too, and man, does that make a huge difference. See if we can find us a gate right over there. Just follow on the taxi line for a little bit longer. Let's make for Charlie 3 right here, and that's our marshaller right there, waving his flag. So he wants me to make a right turn. Relax, dude. Relax. Okay, full right. So we have APU online, activate the generators, all the lights off, start switches, put the bleed off, and engine stop. Prepare doors for arrival and cross check. Alrighty. So fuel pumps. APU generator is generating, and we are at the gate. And you'll see the Aerosoft ground services will start coming active very soon. Let me take the camera right there. See the guy sleeping on the cart right there. Hey, wake up! And here's our air stair car. Air stair. And let's go and check out how that approach looks. Alright, so if you go to map, and we can see what we did. So we took off, we made a, yeah, look at this. We made a right turn after departure, remember? And then we made this right turn to intercept the VOR. After the VOR, we tracked the 318 radio, and look at that DME arc, all manual. Very nice. So okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll make more videos on request, dudes.